Chapter 7, Phase 2. When Nadine heard the growl of a tractor and the high squeaky barks of the dogs, she knew the others were back and it was time for breakfast and time for action. Both Martin and Daniel were chatting politely with Ted as they stomped up the veranda steps to take off their gumboots. Nadine recognised the tone of her stepfather's voice. It was affected, controlled, the one he used when he was trying to impress a stranger or someone like a teacher from school. When he used this tone, it was good for the three of them because it meant that something beneficial was going to come out of it. Nadine quietly took a deep breath. This was a good sign. The plan must be working. She began to dish up breakfast as they came into the kitchen. "That looks good, Nadine," her stepfather offered. Yes, things were definitely going well. Ted hardly ever praised her for cooking. Everyone sat down and once Ted had started, began to eat. Nadine looked at Daniel, who was carefully placing the wobbly egg mixture into his mouth. She felt for him a bit because of all the foods in the world. He hated scrambled eggs. She had not given him much, but if all was going to go to plan, he had to. They all had to do it right. "You'll be pleased with your sons, Marion," Ted began. "Both of them have asked me to teach them how to use the rifle." He looked over at Daniel and Martin. "A boy's got to know how to use a gun properly, otherwise he can't call himself a man." Martin swallowed his eggs. "I can't wait," he lied. "Eh, Daniel?" Daniel nodded, trying to look enthusiastic. "We had a bit of a go while we were out. Daniel's a natural. Martin will get there too, with good training and solid practice. Well, we can start today after we've got those cattle out of the bush," Ted said generously, but looking sternly at Nadine. "Then we'll go up the back and find us some rabbits." "That'll be neat," Daniel said, less convincingly. Nadine swallowed a smile. "Neat? Using a gun, shooting anything? The last thing Daniel would want to do." Uncle Ted," Nadine asked politely, "do you want me to help you with the cattle?" It was the wrong question. "No," he roared suddenly. "From now on, you stay away from that bush, you hear me?" Nadine nodded, her head down again. "You've caused enough trouble as it is. I don't want you getting in there and making a mess of things." He paused. "Is that clear?" "Yes," Nadine replied meekly. "Sorry, Uncle Ted. Sorry about everything." The fierce look in his eyes wavered, and Nadine saw that she had made a bit of a comeback. "All right then, glad you understand," he said gruffly. "So," their mother began, "you boys are going to have some fun then?" Martin put on one of his fake grins. "Yep, it'll be great. Those rabbits are such a pest. Wreck everything, don't they, Uncle Ted?" Ted grunted, his mouth full. "And Ma, Uncle Ted reckons Daniel and I can make some good money with the skins." "They'll have to cure them in their own time, I've told them," Ted added. "There's a hell of a lot to do these holidays." Nadine saw Marion smile blankly as she got up to remove the dirty plates. "Well, that's good then," she said. Nadine got up as well. "What do you want me to do today, Uncle Ted?" she asked, trying to look keen. "The chook house needs a clean. When you've done that, you can take the truck up to the cow shed and hose it down." He rose and went out to the back door. "And," he called, "clean it properly. It's a bloody mess." Then he had gone. Inside, the family visibly relaxed. The boys were still at the table when Nadine joined them. They spoke quietly because their mother was coming in and out with bits and pieces. "Daniel, spoke first. "You almost stuffed everything up, you Burke," he said to Nadine. "What a stupid thing to say to him. Do you want me to help you with the cattle?" he mimicked. "Cut it out, Daniel. She was only trying to help," Martin said. "But he's right, Nadine. Just stick to the plan, okay?" "Okay," Nadine agreed. "But did he tell you?" Martin nodded. "Yeah, the guy lives up Power Station Road, and he's one of them." Nadine felt her heart jolt. "So he's going to train Hawkeye too, you know." "Yeah, probably. But Nadine, it takes a little while to train them, so we'll be able to get to him in time." Martin made shapes with the toast crumbs on the tablecloth. "Right now, Hawkeye's stupid enough to go off. That guy Warren won't have had time to get him in shape. Still, if you can get him today, it'll be better, you know, while Uncle Ted's busy." "Yeah," Daniel added, looking at Nadine. "What about you and Ma? Have you said anything yet?" Nadine shook her head. "Hasn't really been the right time." "Well, do it now. It's got to all work together," Daniel insisted. "Go now. We'll clear this lot up." Nadine stood up. "Okay, wish me luck," she said, and then disappeared into the hallway to find her mother. Phase 2 of the Great Bamford Rescue Mission was about to be executed.